Welcome to the Hancock Park Market Update. It is December 22nd. This is our last meeting of the year. And I have pulled up the market for Hancock Park in the last 7 days of sales. And here we can see that we have 10 sales in the last 7 days. So we're starting to tick up again with all those escrows that we had. I'm noticing a few, at least 3 that are below below Olympic. So if you take those out, and the one that's west of Highland, what is it called, Sycamore area, then we have roughly 6 that have sold, including one big daddy, the 8.8 million one. Let's take a look at the actives. How many do we have active today? 68. Wow. So we have fallen for 4 weeks straight by an average of about 10. We had somewhere in the 90s, then the 80s, then the 70s, and now we are at 68. A drop in inventory of approximately 30 to 40%. Is that a big surprise? No, it is not, considering the time of year. And can we all probably agree that we will be seeing more upticks starting in January when everybody floods back onto the market, and we may very well be back up to 100. So hopefully you guys have some of those listings. Now let's take a look at the pendings and under contract. We have 37. So we've been running at high 40s for quite a while, and we have closed out some of those and have not replaced those escrows with new escrows, thereby depleting our number by, I think we were at 45-ish last time. So that is what is that percentage-wise? Anyway, it's about 20% drop. Anyway, and so we will take a look at the last week's sales and activity and all that stuff. Let's go to the sales in the last week and go through those. All right, looks like I'm a little slow here, but just give it a sec. Okay, something's going on. Try that again. All right, here we go. Starting with highest to lowest, we have 10 sales. We can see that there has been one big sale for 8.75, and then everything under that is under 3 million. This is 114 Fremont Place in Fremont Place, and listed by Rainey and Brandon Williams, who are big Beverly Hills semi TV star people. 6 bedrooms, 8 baths, 8,000 plus square feet, 33,000 square foot lot with an annual HOA fee of over $5,000, which works out to be what, like $450 a month. That doesn't sound too crazy for fully gated. Sold price of $1,048 a square foot. Let's take a look. That is a pretty big sale, even for Fremont Place. Very eclectic. Look at that ceiling.
Is that the Danny Elfman house? Is that Danny Elfman's house?
I think so.
Yes, yes, and it is. Yeah, it is. Well done, Jill Galloway.
Where did he go?
They are living at Hope Ranch. They have a place in Hope Ranch, and I think they're going to stay there.
Got it. And who bought it, Char?
All I know is that a couple of guys have bought it, and it'll really suit them, I think, to have fun in that house. Yeah, I know it was quick sale, wasn't it? Quick and at asking.
40 days on market, it looks like. All right, let's go to the second one, 527 North Cherokee. I believe this might be Rick. Yeah, Rick. And 5 beds, 5 baths, on the market 23 days for 2.375, 7,000 square foot lot. This is in Little Hancock Park, north of the big lots. It's only 7,000 square feet with almost a 4,000 square foot house. Let's take a look. Is it me, or did he sell this also last year?
No, he didn't.
Okay. It's
First time on the market in like 40 years.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yep. The last one was fully redone, so this needs a little bit of work, but for 2.375, obviously sold quickly. Big 2-story.
Anybody know who bought it?
I can take.
Does anyone know who bought it?
It's probably too soon on public record. Let's see. 14612 Wyandotte LLC, but that might be the last owner. I don't know. Next, 640 North June. This is also in the Little Hancock Park area west of the golf course. 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,400 square feet with a 7,000 lot, $2,470,000. So very similar in price and in square footage as the other one. Got $722 a square foot listed by Billy Rose of the agency. And let's see, it sold for a little bit more with a smaller square footage, so I'm assuming it's in better shape, which it looks like it did. It is. That's a pretty stairway right there. Look at that. Very nice looking house. It's a little bit close to the street, though. Let's see how close it is. Nope, didn't come up. Oops, did I just, 1 second. I love this function on the MLS. You should all know about it. If you by mistake knock yourself out, you just go to this little searches button here, right here in your search. Hit that, and it'll drop down to the very last search that you had. Bada bing, you're back to where you were. All right, 233 South Lucerne. 2 beds, 3 baths, 2,300 square feet, 8,400 square foot lot. This is just north of 3rd, so it's going to be the smaller section of houses, but still a big lot, even for there, I think. 2 beds, 3 baths, 2,300. Sold for $2,350,000, which is just almost $1,000 on the dot. And Jenna Cooper represented both sides, by the way. Very white. Look at those stairs. Very white. Ooh, I like that bathtub. Look at that. Those fixtures there on the bathtub. Lovely. This is very current right here with this bathroom look with the gold and the marble. This is the back house. Okay. 2,350,000 on Lucerne. That's a pretty big price. 208 North Beechwood. This is listed by Rick Llanos.
Yeah, that's Rick's listing.
Yeah, sold for almost $2 million. This is in. This is going to be south of Beverly, so in the better part of Upper Windsor. I mean, in the smaller part of Upper Windsor Square. 3 bed, 2 bath, 6,000 square foot house. Take a look. Very nice looking. Let's see what the backyard looks like. Again, this is I wonder what the size of this is. 208 North Beechwood. It won't be too terribly huge. Maybe they seem to be around 15.
It was around 7. It was around 17.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Wow. That was tough to get an outside shot of that house. There's a lot of foliage there. $2 million. All right. 936 South Citrus. This is going to be in the Sycamore Square area, west of Highland. 2 beds, 1 bath. Very small house. I don't know what the square footage is, but it's a 7,000 lot. Sold for 1.525. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be a bigger house soon. Only 11 days on the market, listed at $1,549,000. So they got $25,000 less, but sold it quickly. Jacob McDermott of Douglas Elliman. 251 North Beechwood. This is, I'm going to say, it's also the Upper Windsor Square, smaller houses, 3 beds, 3 baths, 1,700 square feet. Hit 1,550,000. I believe that's because it's right on the corner. $898 a square foot, listed by Heidi Davis. And this has a very small backyard. I love the growth on the outside of the house. I'm a big fan of the tiles. There's the backyard, so that's an issue. And it is right off of Beverly. So 1.55 there. 809 South Orange Drive. Now this is south of Wilshire, in Miracle Mile, Sycamore. Anybody know what is this still called Sycamore Square, south of Wilshire? Before you get to La Brea? 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet, sold right at $1,000 a square foot. Listed by Petra Aristog. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet. So 1,400 square feet is getting almost 1.5 on Orange, south of Wilshire. Let's go to the next one. 1060 Queen Anne Place, south of Olympic and just east of LA High School. Three beds, 4 baths, 1,800 square feet, 6,300 lot for $733 a square foot. Got 1.35. Tough to spend 1.35 around here, so that's a very bottom of the price point range. Looks very cute. Got some character. Wow. Nice photos. Not in love with those shiny floors, I gotta tell you. Like the old historic ones. There's the floor plan. 1.35. and we're getting down to the out of area ones. 1107 St. Andrew's Place, east of Crenshaw, south of Pico, 3 beds, 1 bath, or that's south of Olympic, north of Pico, 3 beds, 1 bath, 1,700 square feet, 6,200 lot, sold for $560 a square foot, under $1 million at 980 with Jeff Lemon. Cool guy, nice guy. Good job. So that is the sales. Any comments on that? Anybody see any of these or have a backstory? Okay, then let's go to our actives and coming soons. Again, we only have 68 listings. Now we are back really to where we were up until COVID, where we would run around that number, 60s. So this is, this is where we would normally be had we not had this crazy year. And I would assume, since we are in the end of December, that there's a lot of stuff that's going to come on in January. So let's go to the last 7 days. Okay, 6 new listings, which is an average of 1 a day almost. Let's see where those are. So we have 2 south of Pico. I don't really count those as Hancock Park. We have 4 new listings north of Pico, of Olympic. So the biggest new listing is 5651 Clinton, which is in Larchmont Village, just east of Rossmore, and it's 4 beds, 6 baths, 3,200 square feet. And this is a new construction, I believe, 2020. That 7,000 square foot lot, so asking 3.39, which is a very big price in Larchmont Village. However, it has been achieved even this year. So, and this is a brand new farmhouse style. You see those slats coming down on all sides of the outside of the house. You can see them better there. That is one major indicator that it's farmhouse. Brand new. Interesting that the builder put it on the market just before Christmas. A lot of times these guys are very strategic, and they would wait until January. So,
Eric, I don't think it's Windsor. It's not Windsor Village, honey.
Did I say Windsor Village? I meant Larchmont Village.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you. All righty. That is over $1,000 a square foot in Larchmont Village with a 3,200 square foot house. So good luck on that. Rebecca Magareth.
I have a question. That one might be Hancock Park. That might be rather than Windsor Village there, the Clinton.
No. It's Larchmont Village. See, that's the top of the golf course right there, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, but that's, if it's before Vine, where is it in relation to Rossmore?
Here's Rossmore on the left.
Yeah.
Right? And then this is Larchmont Village, everything to the right of it, south of Melrose.
No, not everything to the right of, no, that's not right.
Okay, what's right?
Okay.
Is it little Hancock Park?
I think so. Let me tell you, if the division is like Cahuenga, those are streets are part of Little Hancock Park. They're not Windsor Village. So I think Windsor Village starts at, what street does it start on?
Well, he
Vine or Rossmore. That's
Larchmont Village, Cecile.
Yeah, he didn't mean to say Windsor Village.
No, but where is it in relation to Rossmore or Vine? Is it because If it's west of Vine, then it is Hancock Park. West of Rossmore is of Hancock Park. It's not Windsor Village.
East of Rossville.
It's east of Rossmore and south, 1 block south of Melrose and east of Rossmore.
Oh, it's east of Rossmore. Okay, sorry. Okay, great. Sorry.
All righty. Let's get to the next one here. Ah, darn it. Hold on a second. I got thrown off there. There we go. So again, Larchmont Village, 3.39. 107 South Citrus in Hancock Park adjacent.
Yes.
3 beds, 4 baths, 2,000 square feet, 6750 lot for 2.4 million. That's $1,181 a square foot. Quite on the high side. Must be super nice. By Basia, boy, she does a lot, doesn't she? All redone. Looks like it's staged.
Wow, what a beauty.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it's the area.
We've got a little backyard, so there's no grass area,
Yes.
but it's a
It's
lot
very
of
pretty. Great car.
space here. A lot of outdoor entertainment space for sure. Look at that pool. Very, very sexy.
You know, I remember this house a few years ago, and the layout was a little bit strange, I think, then, but maybe they fixed it. Has anyone seen it recently or anything, or no? Nobody. Okay.
968 South Muirfield. This is going to be in Brookside, and it's behind the library. So that is a decent part of Brookside. However, I will tell you, having had a listing on Muirfield in Brookside, it is surprisingly busy at 5 p.m. on a normal traffic day. It's pretty much backed up. So that is not great, but at least it's not on Olympic. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,600 square feet, 7,800 square foot lot for 2.4s. A lot of 2.4s going on. $918 a square foot, listed by Laura Pardini. $968 South Muirfield. Looks like it's been redone. Nice bathroom. Not staged. This looks like it's the original lid. There you go. Right behind the library, so you're pretty close to a park, which I like. 318 South Sycamore. This is going to be in Hancock Park adjacent, listed by Bong Suk Sung for 2.3 million. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,700 square feet, 6,500 lot for 843 a square foot, which is very reasonable. Looks like, oh, here we go. Look, I believe this is, am I wrong? Or is this is probably, what do you call it? A rendering where they've added staging. Look at that. No rendering, rendering. So they've added the staging. See that? It's not actual staging. It's a picture on top of a picture. That is not actually staged. That is
virtually staged.
That is
virtually.
There. That's pretty good, you know? That's pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty real. That has to be real because there's a shadow. You know, it's funny with sellers, sometimes they try to get creative by like, oh, well, we'll just stage one room. This one's obviously the one room. And then the others are renderings. They're just doing what they can to stay out of the, red with the cost of the staging. I think personally that the staging is absolutely worth every penny. I always tell my clients it's going to get you at least 5 times what you paid back. So you spend 10 grand, you're going to get 50 grand back. You spend 50 grand, you could probably get 250. Well, probably hard to spend 50.
What is the average that sellers pay for staging?
Depends on the size of the house, right? But 10 to 20. I'd say 10 to 20. Anybody have an opinion? Ann?
Of course, it would depend on the size of the house. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But for a little house, you can stage it under 10.
Yeah.
And for a medium-sized house, you can stage it for 10 to 15, 10 to 12. I'm talking, I mean, if you're going to stage it, do a good job. So I'm not talking about bottom of the barrel. And then if you're at like, you don't hear about houses staged for more than about $20,000 unless it's just, big time.
Either a huge house.
Yeah. But my client just staged his house at 432 South Lucerne, which is one of the bigger, it's a 3,500 square foot house. And from top to bottom, in and out. And it cost him approximately 19. Meanwhile, I had another one at the one on Windsor, which is a much smaller house, and that one cost $4,800.
Great. Can't beat that.
Who is the stager, Eric?
The guys that are $4,800, they're great. They're called LA Staging Company. Look them up and tell them Eric sent you. LA Staging Company, easy to remember. They're great. They work hard. They're there. The owners are actually there. It's not, outside staff. Or outsourced people. So they're good and very reasonable. I think they work on volume, which is good for the budget buyer. Okay, 1163.
Thank you.
Sure.
Who did the $19,000 staging, Eric?
Guess.
Oh, Meredith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it gets up to that price range, I find it's not worth trying to bring in someone other than Meredith, because Meredith has the reputation. I don't want to hear later, after they've spent $20,000 that they're not happy, they don't like this chair over here. With Meredith, you get the fewest complaints from the client. So, on the big ones, I just go with Meredith. I've had enough experience with complaining about, a wicker chair here not belonging and so on. And okay, so 1163 South Muirfield, this is going to be south of Olympic. Pretty big price. This is in Longwood Highland, and it is just south of LA High, in a little pocket that's too quiet right there. You can't really get in there. So $1,649,000, that's $729 a square foot. While I'm doing this, I once had an experience where my client, we tried to be creative and get them a good price from a good stager. The stager came in, staged the house. Client comes in, said, "Get this out of here." Canceled the whole thing. They had to leave. Called Meredith there and had her come in. Wow. That was about the last time I used anybody else. Wasn't worth it. 1051 Arlington Avenue. That's Country Club for 1.3. All right. Let's go back and see the pendings, the most recent pendings. Hold on, where am I going here? Search criteria. And we'll go to the pendings from the last 7 days. So 5 pendings in the last 7 days. Actually, 2 of them were pending. So those have already been in escrow. And then there's 3 new ones that are under contract. Ooh, a big one, 6995 501 Wilcox. That's the house right at the corner of the golf course in Little Hancock Park, east of the golf course, was sold once already. Magnificent location. Quite a house. $7 million, and it's pending. Wow, that is a heck of a price for there. Listed by Aaron Kerman and Diana Knox. 4 beds.
Does anyone know the story of who might be in escrow?
Four beds, 5 baths, 5,000 square feet, 17,000 square foot lot. Big lot for that neighborhood. $1,400 a square foot, and it looks like they got it. At least close, because, 140 days on market, they may not have gotten it. Hollywood legend reborn, it says, dubbed Casa Cubana by architect Jack Donovan.
Does anyone know who's in escrow on it?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything, Ann, so I just kept going. Okay, here's 801 South Muirfield. I believe this just went under contract. It was under on the market for 33 days. 3 beds, 4 baths, 2983 square feet, almost 3,000 with a 7,500 lot. $888 a square foot, getting close to $2.65 million. A price range that's very common nowadays in Brookside. And what else? Listed by Todd Scott Cotier of Compass. And this is right on a corner. Again, Muirfield right there is pretty busy. Wouldn't want to be out there at 5 in the evening. If this was over on, let's say, Hudson or Maine or Tennyson or something like that, it would probably be higher. There's quite a patio right there. That's very nice. I always ask, does anybody know about the development possibility of condos and such on that parking lot between here and Wilshire, and for example? You know anything about that? I mean, they've been talking about it for years.
It's the Sim Group owns it, CIM, and I don't know exactly where it stands. I mean, they do a whole lot of conversations with the Brookside neighborhood about it, and the homeowners have chimed in. I mean, they're going to develop it. It's just a matter of kind of when and what it is still, as far as I know, unknown.
Okay. Thank you, Ann. That was very helpful. Appreciate it. All righty. Next. 861 Fifth Avenue. This is south of 8th, east of Crenshaw, so it's more not sure south of 8th is called, it might be Country Club. Yeah, this has got to be Country Club. 3 bed, 4 bath, 3,824 square feet. 11,000 square foot lot, big lot, 2150, $2,150,000. That's only $562 a square foot. Listed by Chewy Jang of Realty One. Love that name. And let's see how this goes. At 564 a square foot, I would guess it's not superior, but it's also not bad. And I'm not sure if it's you, but there's a lot of driving noise going on.
Not me.
Not you. Okay. Whoever it is. I'm curious. Anybody know why it's called Country Club? Was there a country club there once? I mean, it was in a high-end area, especially up and down Arlington. But anyway, 832 South Plymouth in escrow, 5 beds, 6 baths, 4,400 square feet. This is in Windsor Village. 5 beds, 6 baths, 4,400 square feet, 9,000 square foot lot, $451 a square foot. That's a small price. Stacy Babbitt for 4,400 square feet. If you guys could all check your mute button and see if who's the one who's got all the street noise going on, that would be appreciated. If you could all look at your mute button real quick.
Eric, I'm going to make a suggestion because they don't, or maybe they turned it off. If not, you just mute everybody and each person will unmute himself.
Okay.
The worst case scenario. But
All
maybe
right.
they got it. Maybe whoever did it already.
Yeah, somebody did it already, but I'll remember that. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. That's $2 million south of Wilshire by Stacy Babbitt, really good agent. 1059 South Plymouth Boulevard. This is also south of Olympic, east of the LA High School. You know, I have a crazy story about that. One time I had a listing on Hudson, south of Olympic, right down to the west of LA High, and I was driving down Olympic right in front of LA High, and there was a box in the way, and just by pure coincidence, I saw, as I was driving by, I saw some bills in the box. So I pulled over and jumped out and got the box. $2,000 in cash in the box.
I don't believe it.
It also had a bank statement of some sort. So we called the bank and they found the buyer. I'm sorry, the owner of the cash. It was a Korean family that had been planning on taking it to the bank. They owned a market or something, and they had put it on top of their car as they were getting in the car and had left it on top of their car and had driven away. And we gave them they came over to our house. We gave them the money, and they said that they had moved to the United States with great hopes. They had been consistently beaten down, and they were about to move back to Korea until they got the call that somebody had turned in $2,000 in cash for them, and that had reignited their love for the United States.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're very proud of you, Eric. That was a beautiful story.
Thank you. You know what was going through my head at that time? I was remember that Brady Bunch where they found some money?
Yeah.
You guys remember that? Am I dating myself?
Yeah.
They found some money and they had to return it, and then it turned out okay. Okay. I'll stop with the anecdotes here. That's that for the pendings. Did I go over this one here? Well, let's just go over 1059 South Plymouth, just south of Olympic, 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,300 square feet, $800 a square foot, which is quite a bit south of Olympic, 6,600 square foot lot. And I guess this is a new house. Yeah, this has got to be a new house because it's the builder is Thomas James Holmes, which I think is a new, where's the date? Yeah, 2020. And I would have to say this also has the farmhouse look. Thomas James Holmes has a lot of farmhouse. I guess all over the city. I thought they were really, really big in Westchester. Brand new for $1.9 million. I wonder what they bought the lot for, because that house must have cost 2,300 square feet. Must have cost about $600,000 or $700,000, maybe more. Not the most beautiful back look. Okay, and that is also in escrow, $1.9 million. Brand new house for $1.9 million. Okay, that is what we've got for today. Any final comments or conclusions?
I have a question. Does anybody know of a short-term rental for a few months in the Hancock Park area, adjacent in that area? Anything with 3 bedrooms or more? So please let me know, Cecile. Short-term rental. They want to come here for a few months, starting January, February, They're coming from Canada.
Thank you. Anybody else? As John would say, for the good of the order?
Yeah, Eric, just a heads up, you asked a question and I didn't know the answer either. I looked it up, and Country Club Park was a golf club. The LA Golf Club established a 9-hole golf course there at Pico in Alvarado, and eventually the LA Golf Club moved west, and they subdivided the property for large homes.
Wow, so that's the, is that LA Golf Course? Isn't that over now by sort of Westwood, Holmby Hills? Or is that Wilshire? No?
Yeah, I think LA Golf Club is the one that's, yeah, like Comstock there on Wilshire.
That's
And I think LA Country Club, yeah.
Yeah.
And Wilshire is not on Wilshire, but it's here.
Right.
So back in the day when all the money was, you know, downtown and east of us, then it started to change, and so they went over there, and that's where the money is now for sure, Holmby Hills area and all that. Look, I mean, what can we say? We've dropped in almost 40 listings in the course of, gosh, 4 weeks. We've had a 30+% drop in our listings, which is, you know, that's an interesting factoid you can tell your clients. And we have, you know, fewer escrows as well. So drop in activity is pretty dramatic as far as that goes. However, we've had 10 sales, 6 of them north of Olympic. So that's quite a lot. If you were to multiply that by 4, that's at least 24 plus, and that's more than we normally ever have. So that is, we're on the upside with the sales, and we're on the downside with the listings and escrows, which is to be expected considering it is December 22nd. Give us 3 weeks, and I would imagine maybe 4 weeks, and we'll have a lot more to talk about. All right. Again, anybody else?
Eric,
Thank you so much.
Eric, Richard Norris, just a quick question for you. How would you characterize recent price trends since some of the bad news about California and supposedly people leaving, which I'm not sure that's really the case, but how would you characterize it in the last like 6 or 9 months?
Price trends? What do you mean by
talking about pricing?
It's gone up, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. The answer is the price trends have been trending up, right? In the last.
That's kind of how I see it. Yeah.
They've been trending up, depending on, especially on where the house is located. I mean, we've had so much, as Ann has said in the past, we have so much, and Rick has so much incredible inventory. You know, normally we don't have this much juicy good stuff as far as houses for sale because, you know, people don't sell as much. But because of COVID, I think a lot of people have said, okay, this is the time. And so those magnificent properties that don't come up very often have all come up at the same time. So there's been a lot to pick from, and people have been going nuts. It makes sense, you know. We live in an area, we have an area that has some of the largest lots and the largest houses in all of Los Angeles. On top of that, we have some of the classiest. We have a beautiful walking street on Larchmont. We've got a golf club, a country club. We're minutes from everywhere. So I think, you know, people want to be here because they can hunker down and be inside and have plenty of space in a place like Hancock Park. So trending up, you know, as far as pricing has gone. And you have an opinion?
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's a little more nuanced and price point specific. Market times are definitely longer. Closing escrows is definitely harder. In terms of time, keeping timelines and all the rest. People are negotiating harder. There are as many people, well, in our neighborhood, Richard, there are as many people kind of coming in as there are leaving. And they're coming in from New York or San Francisco or, you know, people can make money in Hollywood. well, or tech anyway.
I've got a hypothetical. Thank you, Ann. I've got a hypothetical here. If you were to choose a listing, let's say you were to choose the listing that you wanted, the price point, you know, and we're talking, I don't want one that's going to take a year and a half to sell. It costs $14 million. I want one that's going to sell, you know, relatively quickly and easily. What would that price point be? Ann?
Well, you tell me. You guys study it every week too.
I'd say, you know, under 2 million with a nice house, that's going to be gone in 6.5 seconds. So those are good. Under 3 with a really good house. And under 4 in the big areas, go quickly. Once we're getting over 4, I think then we're getting, like Ann was saying, harder negotiations, maybe in the 3s as well, maybe in the 2s as well, but not as much. I don't know. What do you think, Ann?
I think that's the general gist. Yep.
Okay. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have the most spectacular holiday season and Happy New Year. And we'll see you back here sometime at the beginning of the year. Take good care. Hey, and Jonathan, thank you so much for the gift card. Jonathan was so kind to send me that. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome, Eric. Thank you. Thanks for everything that you do, man.
You're a good man. You guys are always welcome to send me gift cards.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holiday, whatever your holiday is.
Sorry,
Happy holiday and a happy 2021.
Happy belated Hanukkah.
Thank you. Thank you. Not too late.